It's that time. So we're halfway to filling all 4 of those spots. 2 tickets have been punched to Kansas. 2 are left. And this third game of the day is going to feature Prolific Prep taking on the Academy of Central Florida. We saw Prolific Prep kind of, listen, it got a little shaky. It was a little mixed shaky. I don't know how comfortable the Crew fans were. Try to clean things up. And before we get into the details of the game, we'll send it over to our PA announcer for the introduction of our starting lineups.
Number 1, Justin Roma. At guard, a 6'3" senior out of Puerto Rico. Number 2, Nico Alfino. At guard, a 5'10" senior out of Knoxville, Tennessee, Shane Cherry. And the big fella in the middle, a 7'3" junior from Senegal. Number 33, Simon God.
What? I think so.
The starting lineup for the Crew.
Said like 1 required. I must have been
out of Tampa, California.
So yeah.
At 1 forward position, a 6'6" senior out of Lake Oswego, Oregon. He will play college basketball at Michigan next year. Number 2, Winters Grady. At the forward position, a 6'11" senior. He's a McDonald's All-American out of Grady, Ohio. Will play college basketball in Washington next year. Nico Winslow. The big fella in the middle is a sophomore, 7 feet tall from Lagos, Nigeria. Obina Akizi Jr. At 1 guard position, a 6'3" junior from Cedar Hill, Texas. Here, the number 1 high school basketball player in the country. 6'6" senior out of Canton, Ohio, a McDonald's All-American, number 22, Darren Peterson.
How did I find Ace right there when I
You put CK after that.
Whoa. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Prolific crew getting set. Let's try to continue this run on a quest for another championship here on the grind session. They've won 2 consecutive championships, 3 overall for the program. They're in search of number 4 and their 3rd in a row. And it's going to be a tall task for the Academy in Central Florida, but if they are going to pull an upset, Brian, what's going to be the key for them to make this happen?
It's not going to be an upset.
Let me let Cullen give him a little more hope. What would be the key for Academy Central Florida to try to pull this off?
Look, Prolific has not lost on the grind session since January of 23. So I mean, obviously undefeated on the grind session for the past 2 years, 31-5 on the year. I mean, you're gonna have. It comes to a point. You hate to say a team's got to play a perfect game, but you can't have those mistakes that you may make in a normal game to win. You're going to have to play nearly a perfect game and, at least try to slow down Peterson. You're not going to stop him, but slow him down as much as possible.
Looking for a shot early here in this one. That rattles in and out, and Cherry into the front court. Marte Barnes coming off that pin down action. Justin into the lane there. Somehow that goes.
Nice. And you're going to need plays like that. Just shots that maybe you don't normally make.
7. That comes up short. Marte Barnes, and 7 gets his hands on it. Active defensively, stop and pop for DP. And you hear coaches talk about kids lack of peripheral. That's one thing DP has always said. When he's in the stands, he's looking to see if that screen's coming. He's not depending on somebody telling him left or right.
You have to. I mean, you get blindsided by a screen. I mean, that could buckle your leg, get your shoulder jammed up. That's just an instinct, obviously, that every defender needs.
Oh, Kesey throwing it down there, give the assist to Peterson.
And that's one of those, too. It almost looked like it was a little too high, but not for him, not for Kesey. You can throw it up anywhere. The kid will go up and get it.
Sophomore, coach.
Yes.
So much better, too.
Think about that ceiling.
Guy with the program last year. He's been with them almost 2 full seasons. Wasn't on the national team a year ago. Just working behind the scenes to get better. And he has come out and just blossomed. Winters Grady, the Michigan commit. Over to Nico. Thought about the 3. He'll let it go down, and he gets hit on the release.
Just another intangible I like right there from Nico. It's just kind of a go screen. You don't have to stick your leg out. You don't even really have to make contact. Like you were saying with peripheral, right? If you can just let that guy know that you're coming, he's got to look for you. If you take your eyes off the player that you're guarding, now you're already at a disadvantage. And so nice go screen right there to get the pop for a good look.
Two of 2. All 3 made there. Good stroke at the line there for Nico Bondillo.
And unfortunately for Central Florida, I think you're going to see a very, very focused, prolific team, especially
after the performance of the first game.
Yeah, and sitting Peterson for an entire half. Like, he's going to be hungry to get back out.
I may be off guard.
This will be the 6th consecutive year that Prolific is at a McDonald's All-American, now the longest streak since Montbert didn't have one this season.
Contested. Well, that's going to be a foul there on Kesey as Simon Guy gathers that loose ball.
Montbert seems to be going a different direction basketball-wise with Kevin Boyle's gone.
Changing, yeah.
Where did he go?
Spire.
Spire,
yeah, that's right.
Ohio. Yep.
We had Spire. Mellow Balls.
That was LaMelo.
Senior. Yep.
Isaiah Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Rocket Watts.
Yep.
Good dudes on that team.
Central Florida's going to need that. They're going to need Barnes. He had a great game yesterday. They're going to need another one today.
And DP getting it done. I love just the straight to business part of his offensive game. Like again, he doesn't play around with the ball. That's going to be a moving screen there. Doesn't play around with the ball. Just point A to point B, get it up. Like,
Fouls on number 33, Simon Guy.
and we talked about not giving up that step. He doesn't give it up. Until he gets that step, it's a wrap.
He's like you said, he's never going to give it up. It's his instinct. He's not going to give that up. And something I've noticed makes him so hard to guard as well, as you're going to see him posting here. He's got great elevation on his jump shot. Not only is he 6'5", 6'6", but then he elevates on his jump shot as well, and obviously shoots it well when he does that. You're not going to be able to block his shot. He's going to get a clean look because he's going to be above you. Long arms, man.
Absolutely. Gets still there. Winters Grady in transition.
Give that one up.
Winters Grady coming up with that loose ball. Perfect pass.
Yeah.
Perfect pass.
From Darren Peterson.
We saw him with a ton of assists in the first half. He did play in that first game, picking up where he left off there. They're running. That rattles in and out. And we're going to sub into the game here. Some guy get a breather. Mighty interesting. Winters Grady with the rebound. Winters getting downhill.
Two feet, coach.
Just things that make sense.
Yeah, because if you don't go up the right way there, Peterson blocks that. So that was a great job of avoiding the block and finishing.
Should be a hold.
Fouls on number 2, Nico Albino, his first. Third.
Mozzie checks into the game here. How about the luxury of the crew, their depth, bring game Mozzie, LSU commit off the bench. I think he's always provides a spark plug for them.
I was thinking about it earlier. I don't think in the history of the grind session that I've been on, there's never been a prolific team that I didn't get excited to watch. They've just always, you know, it's just the culture there, of course.
Even on a year where it was a quote-unquote down year for their standards, there was still always a ton of talent.
4th team foul.
And they play the right way. I mean, you know, that's kind of like what's so impressive about Coach Bernardi and even the coaches they've had in the past. You've got all this talent. Well, how are you going to mix that talent? How are they going to gel? And the coaches that they've had seem to always find that chemistry.
I think it's a lot easier ultimately when you demand that all the guys play the right way.
Exactly.
Temporarily, you can get, based on your roster, you can get a guy and you can let them take bad shots and have bad body language and not play defense, and you can make it work. But ultimately, the success of your program to get to the level that they're at, you can only do that if you demand the guys they understand that the name on the front is much more important than the name on the back, and that they have a commitment to each other and to the culture that you're trying to beat. Prolifics, they obviously have figured that part out.
Contested three there, but it'll stay with the Academy in Central Florida, and they'll take advantage as well. Shane Cherry, that stick back. Central down in our score.
Central Florida obviously led by their two guards. Oh, man.
And
I love
right play. He could have shot a floater there. He could have done something goofy at that spot, but that's
here's what happens later. Now you have that as a defender in the back of your mind. So now it makes you like a tick second to contest, to go up, to get off the floor, whatever the case may be, because you know that lobs. And then even in the help, you're kind of stuck in between. Do I fully commit to DP? Is he going to throw it over my head? I mean, it's just there's so much good comes out of making a play, a decision like that.
Well, we talk about it before as well. Stress. He puts constant stress on the defense, and eventually that wears you down.
Iverson cut here. Will lead to a look for three, and DP with the rebound. Grabbing and going, wasting no time. Nico. That won't go.
I love that. Bernardi was encouraging Nico to continue with the ball, which is what you should do. He's a competent ball handler, so for him to put the ball on the floor, you drive it until somebody stops you. That makes the decision after that much easier than to tiptoe up and down the floor trying to look for somebody to pass the ball to.
Now you come in. My bad, bro. I'm messing
3 of 5 from the line there from Nico as he missed both.
Fouls on number 15.
John Body picks up that foul away from the ball.
His first,
Got tangled up with the
second team foul.
Golden Bull. Gets still there. Mozzie, stop it. Pop it for 3.
3-point field goal.
Great
Mosley.
rotation. You can see it right out of his hand there.
Number one thing, if you're going to stay in the game with the crew, you got to take care of the basketball. First and foremost.
Right.
You give them extra opportunities, they're going to make you pay.
Now, I know I always pick stuff out like
Yep.
this, and it may be a little weird to some people, but look at Jumbody's arms. I mean, that dude,
Number 15.
yes.
What?
Not only is he extremely cut, but the length as well. I'd love to know his wingspan.
I'm sure you're going to find out here pretty soon. Good wall up. And 7 comes up with the loose ball. Over to DP. By the way, player of the year here on the grind session. Doing work. He heading to the line to shoot 2.
And, of course, the Naismith Player of the Year as well,
Absolutely.
nationally. So,
You're in the bonus. Darren Peterson.
incredible talent.
Shooting 2.
I hope we kind of get that same, we talked about this, I hope we kind of get that same homecoming next weekend for him
the
at
other way around,
Kansas.
yeah.
I mean, I know that's not where he's from, but where he's going to school, of course.
Ohio kid.
I don't think
originally.
there's any chance that we don't.
I think that's right.
Yeah.
J-Rock understands the assignment.
And they need him, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, well, I say that. I mean, it's
Yeah,
kind of a struggling year for them, and they've got
they're
21
another
wins.
SEC school. You kept up with Kansas?
I mean, you know, it's like I said, they're in a down year, and what they've got 21 wins or so. You know, I mean,
Right.
that's a down year for Kansas.
Here's Winters Grady. And 7 just stays with it. And 20-9 is our score. Good bucket there.
3-point field goal. Shane Cherry.
Cherry was outstanding yesterday, along with his backcourt mate Barnes. And again, they're going to need them both in this one. Smart drive. Good recovery, though, by the defense.
The DP will get a breather here. Nico checks into the game for the crew. We'll get a couple subs into the game here for the Golden Bulls as well. Mozzie nearly loses it. Oh, nobody wants the ball. It's like both teams, everybody kind of ran away from it.
And that was one of those shots, too. It's close to hitting that goal. It's hanging. I noticed that as soon as I walked in the first day, they're kind of low.
Definitely full court shots are not going to be
No.
a thing, possibility. Winters, knocked down.
Beautiful. Michigan commit.
Hanging goal didn't bother him.
They've got a shooter, yeah.
33-12. Or I'm sorry, 23-12. Marte.
Very nice. That's another one of those push dribbles to get your space. Nice, clean look.
There you go, Nico. I like that for him.
Winters.
Mozzie probably got a cut on that.
Good contest. Great contest. Talk about I can't remember, one of you mentioned how great of a shot blocker Kesey is. Prime example right there. He can touch that shot without fouling. And that'll do it for the first quarter. 23-14. We'll look at some numbers here in just a few moments, but because you said it was going to be a tall task, an almost impossible task for the Academy in Central Florida. What's Prolific doing to have this 9-point lead after one?
They're just being who they are. When you put the ball in the hands of a guy that's as capable as Darren Peterson is and who makes winning basketball plays, there have been several opportunities he could have tossed the ball to the basket. He could have pulled up. Tremendously stressful on the defensive part because he attacks, but then he looks for his teammates. He puts you in a very difficult situation as a team. You can't just, it's not a foregone conclusion what he's going to do, which means that you have to honor and respect everything that he does. It's tough to beat a kid like that.
Yeah. Up next, our next matchup is going to be Utah Prep taking on Winston-Salem, and woo, track meet. And that's a, yeah, let me give credit where credit. Utah is playing very well.
They are.
Very well, probably as well as they've played all year. We know what Winston-Salem brings to the table. That's going to be an interesting matchup. Let's go over some of these numbers, though, for this ball game.
Prolific in the opening quarter there, 7 of 20 from the field, 2 of 10 from 3, so struggling a little bit. Almost the same percentage on the other end. Academy of Central Florida, 6 of 18 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3.
Possession, it will be Academy of Central Florida's basketball. Start this second quarter. Shane Cherry scanning the floor. And another stop there for the crew.
So now you're going to see him run Peterson off the ball. Probably means he gets it at some point.
Yeah. That's the thing. He's a 3-level scorer. I've seen him just over the course of the season put him at the block, put him at that elbow shot. Oh, being easy.
And that's where you see that next level of development. When he starts knocking down that shot, now you're thinking, okay, you know.
He got a smile on Ryan. That was that smile like, we've been working on that.
Yeah.
So I got out of that reaction.
Great pass, on time.
Wow. I mean, pick your poison, man.
If he waits just a split second later, the closeout gets there on time. Good pass.
High screen coming, Justin. That length of the crew coming into play there. Long three-point attempt. And Mozzie into the front court. Spinning, Will and Dylan are going to back it out here and get settled.
Good decision.
And Urbina's like, I just knocked down one. I got the hot hand. Give me the ball now, Mozzie. Give me the ball. Nico's going to try his hand at it, and that won't go. 29-16. Tip there, get the block to Nico, but Justin stays with it, and it's a layup.
I was impressed with Roman yesterday. I think he's that playmaker. I'm not saying he's going to score all the points, but he understands how to set his teammates up. Yep. Nice bucket there. Right place, right time.
Good slip. High-low look there, and a wall up defensively for Academy Central Florida. They're almost shocked that they got possession. I was like, where they waiting? Get in and go.
Yeah.
One thing you don't want is the crew to get settled in their half-court defense with the length. DB scanning. I like whatever this play is called, bully or pulley.
Well, he's got a foot or more on this kid.
7. That rattles in and out. Nico battling for the rebound, but Cherry comes up with it. Good time out by Ryder. I was just about to say it's looking a little sloppy here for the crew past minute or so.
I think both teams getting a little winded there.
Yep.
I know. I've been watching Roman a little bit. He's definitely
sub about 30 seconds ago.
Yeah, he's definitely winded.
State of high school basketball at this level, Brian, what has changed from your Word of God days to now? And I know obviously you had a very talented crew and beyond. You know, I know we touched a lot on John Wall, but even beyond that, man, being around, getting back into that scene this season here with the grind session, what's standing out to you the most overall this season?
I love the grind session rules. I love the level of physicality that's involved in the game. I'm completely in line and motivated by, again, the level of coaching that these guys are receiving and that the level of coaching that they're doing. I think it's a really, really good thing. It's great for the game of basketball. Guys being held accountable, being, told the truth and, hey, man, that was a bad shot. You're not playing hard enough. Get back. Stop making excuses. Make the right play. Those are all things that I think if we have the issues that we have in our game right now, they're fixed by coaching like that.
Seeing into the game for the first time, Gabe Naismith, another talented player, just a sophomore for the crew. Bad turnover there. Oh, John Body. Stretching out them long arms, man.
What do they list him at? I got to see this here. John Body listed. Whatever his height is, I bet his wingspan's 8 inches higher.
It's listed at 6'7".
Yeah, I guarantee you it's 7'1", 2, 3.
That dude's going to play on Sundays, fellas.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know who's being fooled here.
Rattles hit it out there and battle for it. Nico just wants it more. And that one's possession.
Buffalo with the putback.
Marte.
There you go. And he shot it well here
He's having a
again.
good weekend, man.
Yeah, already with 8 points.
I think Prolific's got to be a little bit better in the half court.
That felt like a settlement.
Yeah. I think they've gotten cute a couple possessions.
That's the guy that seems to calm it down at times. And John Body, he sets the screen and crashes the board.
With the putback.
That may be Golden.
Goaltending call, bucket is good, number 23. Sagi Baye.
So 33-27 into the front court is the crew. Naismith kind of casual with that pass. And traveling violation prior to the shot attempt. (33-27). Kesey. Good patience.
Easy from Darren Peterson.
Kesey Jr. on the finish there. He's having a really good game.
Yeah, already in double figures, 11 points for Kesey.
About the length, you talk about the length of John White. How about the length of Peterson?
Oh, yeah. if he would have thrown, if that pass would have been a pass that could have been caught, Peterson would have been running the other way with a dunk. So they probably saved themselves right there with the turnover.
Mozzie going baseline. Mozzie taking the bump. That won't go. And here comes the Golden Bulls. Marte into the front court. Marte. Barnes pulling up at the elbow. Yes. Knocked down there. And 35-29, 6-point game. And just through the hands of if you're Sami, you absolutely have to get that ball.
By the way, just got some confirmation. I said, John Body, I said it would be plus 8 inches on his wingspan. Just got confirmation plus 11. I mean, that's incredible.
Short-changing this guy.
That's basically a foot taller than he is.
Obi coming up with that rebound. Simon draped all over him. Justin unable to finish. Obina Akizi just gets better and better every time I see him. Footwork, that was a really tough catch, really tough position to put him in.
Yep.
Somehow he comes up with it. Not ideal to put your 7-footer in that spot, but
You normally see that as a travel. He was able to gather.
1:45 to go here in the quarter. DP, player of the year. Yeah, man. Got away with some contact there.
13 now for Akizi. So you're getting that game out of him when Peterson hasn't scored like he normally does yet anyway, but you get it from other spots.
Yeah, he's averaging 32 a game this season.
32, 6 and 6.
That's a lot of contact going on right now. Only one single foul called in this quarter. Yeah. He's going to protect this guy, that is for sure.
Yep.
Great finish. You don't see that a ton out of Winters Grady.
Well, and Albino's saying, where's my help? You know, I mean, he's expecting somebody to be there to come over to get on the block.
Well, Winters Grady, straight line drive went in the scouting report.
Right.
And he gets the steal here, too.
2 feet.
Yep.
Fouls on number 1, Justin Rowan. His second team foul. Winters Grady to the line to shoot 2.
So Winters.
I'll say this too: if you're Central Florida, I think you got to be happy right now, only down 10.
Yeah, I agree.
Now it's going to be more, but
Nico checks into the game for Mozzie. So on the floor for the crew right now, you got Peterson, Nico, 7, Bina Akizi, and Winters Grady. 41-29. Technical on the shot clock. Marte thought about it, loose ball, and kept it alive. Shane Cherry trying to get downhill.
great
And somehow
shot.
that goes.
Great shot.
Field goal line,
Obviously, Akizi there to protect the rim, and Cherry just floats it over the top. Peterson gets slapped. He'll go to the line for 2.6 on the clock. Peterson just with 4 here in this first half, so Central Florida has at least tamed him for now.
Darren Peterson, shooting 2.
Go ahead and put these in the book, I would think, Coach, for 6. Yeah.
He needs those too, because he's been, I guess, I don't know if, yesterday kind of threw him a little bit off his rhythm, but his shot hasn't looked as focused. And
ooh, they were trying to foul there. No foul called.
After 18 minutes of play, Olympic Prep
43-31 at the half.
Central Florida 31. We've got one more ball game coming your way this afternoon,
Prolific
folks.
in the first half goes 14 of 38. 14 of 36 for Central Florida. So similar shooting percentages once again for the first half. As AJ is awaiting one of the Prolific coaches.
One more ball game coming up.
And we'll go ahead and throw it to AJ. AJ.
All right, 12-point game here at halftime. I'm going to make it quick. Just your thought process going into the half.
Yeah, you got to be the physicality. We had no fouls called in that half until the last minute. We're going to have to be physical. Winners had the physical drive. We got to drive it physical, get off to, and finish. Our guys are playing hard. I like the way we're playing.
All right, good luck in the second half. We'll talk to the Academy of Central Florida. Listen, if you tell them they'll be down 12 and still have a fighting chance here in this one, they will take it. I know they'll like to make it a little bit closer. The crew would like to stretch it out. We'll see who's going to be the next to punch their ticket to Kansas. Stay tuned. This is the Grind Session.
Strive for greatness. Strive for greatness. Strive for greatness. Strive for greatness.
Uh-oh, here you go. Showtime. Good shot. Guess who?
Strive for greatness.
Ladies and gentlemen, history was just made. Hey, everyone on your feet, everyone on your feet. All highs and now eclipse. Moving on to I think we can do better than that. Come on, crowd, give this fellow Hines a beautiful round of applause. Once again, New Mexico, this Bella Hines has eclipsed over 3,000 career points for her career in the state of New Mexico.
I told you I hit it. I'm so proud of you. Mom, come on. Hey, you keep doing that. We keep doing this the whole game.
All right, Coach, listen, 12-point game here at halftime. I won't keep you long. What's it going to take to get back in this thing?
We got to defend better, rebound better, and take care of the ball because life turnovers are killing us.
All right, Coach, good luck in that third quarter and second half. We'll see what happens. Let's get back to the action. This is the grind session. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I remember one from years ago. He's like 7'2", white head. He's super long, and he wasn't really trained. They had him like top 10. Like if you're top 10 and you're 7'2", and you ain't averaging 20 a game, which he wasn't.
All right, so here we go. Let's go over some of the numbers here before we kick off this third quarter.
Start quarter number 3 for Olympic
Here we go.
basketball.
I'm going to get you in 1 second, AJ.
First possession here to the crew.
Matter of fact, I think I did them right at halftime, so the fans have heard it. There's what you don't want to see if you're Central Florida.
Off the rip.
Yeah, this is when the separation tends to come. That third quarter lets you know what you got.
No, Gray hold. Gray. Gray 2, hold.
That was on number 2, Winters Gray.
Listen.
Winters first foul, first team foul.
Hands ready! Come on, Obi! Come on, Nico! Hands ready!
46-31.
Up his foot! Hands up,
Listen, I'm not sure if Ryan's missing many calls here. He makes it. Somebody give him a whistle. He blowing that thing up there.
I think we get more whistles than we wanted if he had the whistle. But
I think it goes without saying, and I want to get you guys' opinion, because he's not the superstar. He doesn't get the attention that some of the other guys do, but, man, 7 has been a very important part of the success of the crew, not only the past week or two, but throughout the season. I know he's defensive first type guy, not going to take a ton of shots, but he's been really solid for them.
Great possession there by Guy. Sorry, Coach.
Excuse me. Bucket by Simon Guy.
Oh, they need that out of him.
Off there as Jerry into the front court. Shane handed it off to Marte. Marte Barnes working off that screen from Guy. Hey, if he can set good screens like that, that's hard to get around.
Yep.
Simon. Oh, that's goaltending. Yep.
It was going in anyway.
Number 22, Darren Peterson.
What I was going to say before I choked up, sorry about that. But I was just going to give Guy credit on that possession where he had the save and got the bucket. That was nice hustle, when normally you see that as either a turnover or out of bounds. Man, this kid's lighting it up.
Marte.
15 for him now. Shot it very well, very efficient in this one.
It's one of the young guys on this group, sophomore, Marte Barnes.
3 of 6 from 3 as well.
Winters. Tough shot.
Not with a 7-3 dude on.
And no rebounder. Nobody in rebounding position for the offense.
Marte looking to go again. He's been cooking this quarter, and this continues.
Great use of the screen, coming off, getting the space, open look.
Prolific's got to get more discipline on offense, man. They're taking random shots with random people. Like, this is a ball game.
Another force. Man, over 2. Winters gets that one to go. He'll head to the line for a +1 opportunity.
I'm a nerd like this, but that's the second time. Of course, Grady makes that shot, but second time the use of the go screen from Nico. I like those intangibles. I like that instinct that he has. Was open for the pop if he needed it.
First team foul. Winters Brady shooting 1.
So free throw coming up here for Winters Grady. 6:04 to go in the third quarter. Bucket's good. Shane getting it back there. That's legal screen.
Fouls on number 11, Pete Lucha.
You got to go ahead and roll.
First.
You know, if you screen and then you act like you're going to roll, that lets you slide. But if you slide again, it's automatic.
Right. Kind of similar to a back cut a little bit. Don't ever fake a back cut, right?
Yep.
Coaches preach that.
There's Marte getting his hands on it. His good quarter's continuing. Tough shot there. Nico, too strong. 7 comes up limping here. Nico with the throwdown, and 7's asking for a sub here.
I'd love to see Nico dunk that in transition, man.
That's going to be a foul on Nico.
Yeah, I think that was, I need a sub foul there.
His first, second team foul.
So checking into the game, Mozzie and Ray John Roberts.
Central Florida
Kid out of Chicago. Other classmen for the crew.
Great hands. Great hands.
13 to go here on the shot clock. And Peterson, I got to give him that much space. He looks like what?
I think a lot of it's because they have nowhere to back up on the out of bounds. Oh, great block.
Somebody just being active there.
Field goal by Justin Roman. Fouls on Emmanuel Jambani. His second. Third team
Good.
foul. Justin
Academy
Roman.
Central Florida still in this ball game.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely.
They hanging around.
And they played before this year, right? I think it was only a 10-point game.
They played last week.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, DP didn't play last week.
Okay, I got you.
Peterson.
That changes things a little
Yeah. 55-42. Good wall up there. That throw down by Peterson, man. Continues to impress. Yeah, I think I thought about this too. You know, we talked about the great high school game it was between last time AJ and DP played against each other in Atlanta. No, they're going to play against each other in college too. They're in the same conference. That BYU and Kansas matchup should be a lot of fun.
Justin Roman.
They could potentially be tied together forever, right?
Yeah.
You know, in the
same
league.
draft, in the league, yeah. In college, in high school.
BYU's really good this year.
Yeah, they are.
Only option I have is to go to the possession arrow. Stays here with black. Sub, come on in. You man.
So it's going to be Academy of Central Florida. Ball they go jump ball. It wasn't really clear who that was off of. Turner's got hit pretty good on that screen. And knocked down too.
But it was a great screen. He held his ground, didn't move.
Good rebound by Rajon Roberts. Big play.
Really big play.
Bucket is good. Fouls on number 11. Pete Luchek is second.
That's why your coaches tell you everybody crash. Not just the big guys. Guards get in there and crash as well.
Big play for this young man.
Great first name, too. Love that.
Here we go, that Kentucky talk again.
Fouls on number 11. Pete Luchek is third.
So that's going to be a foul on the Academy of Central Florida. Be the Cruz basketball baseline out. It'll be bonus both ways the remainder of the quarter.
Too easy. Good look, though. Great decision.
Oh, yeah.
Good pass there, though, from Barnes.
Winters. A couple guys for Academy getting lost in transition here. It's getting some open looks.
Good work.
Got a piece of that.
Spurlock. Here's Peterson. Big play there. Again, Seven Spurlock, man, he just gives you enough.
Yeah,
gives
great,
you enough. Glue guy.
great decision, too. Nobody on the left side to help. And honestly, you go back to that play. That's why Peterson's willing to give that up to him. Look, you got no help on the left side. Go ahead.
Fifth team foul, Justin Roman to the line to shoot a pair.
So Justin's got 2 free throws coming his way. And if you think about the quarter, Academy Central Florida have played the Crew even. That 12-point deficit at halftime is still there. Maybe they can find a way to get it in single digits here over the next 3:17. Making your free throws helps. You know, 1 or 2 there. Changes pass there.
Nope, backcourt.
Yeah, I don't think he established himself. That's actually
Jump from
yeah, absolutely.
the back to the front.
Good call.
Go across, get both feet established before you catch the ball.
So they'll take it out at the 28-foot line there.
And they've only got 14 seconds to start.
I'm glad we got that figured out from yesterday. We had a ref that kept wanting to set it back to 24 on the backcourt.
Yeah. Cherry with a great putback there and the foul. Again, everybody crashes.
Cherry on top, Shane Cherry.
Rebound there from the smallest guy on the floor.
CJ, that's what I was looking for right there. That rattles in and out. 59-50. Seven, that high screen. Peterson picks up his dribble there. He's having a really good ball game, man.
It's a 6-point.
And we're going to get a timeout called by Academy of Central Florida.
30-second timeout, the Academy of Central Florida.
So we got a full timeout taken by the Academy of Central Florida. 61-50. Marte's had a big game here in this one for Academy of Central Florida, but he's going to need some help.
Yeah, Marte already with 17. I mean, he's obviously pulling his weight. But, I mean, like you said a minute ago, you know, still 11 points. We're right there, I think, where they want with, you know, of course they'd like to be in the lead, but when you're only down 11 right now with 2:20 to go, this is an important, and probably the reason for the timeout, this is an important 2:20 to not let this get to that, you know, 16 to 20 range. Keep it here and you've got a chance.
$61-50. I get the frustration of the coach. He did signal 30, but then his player sat down, so it indicated he took a full.
I think that's one of the silliest rules in basketball.
You have to
My
sit.
timeout, man. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
if I want to sit my guys, I'm going to sit my guys as long as I'm up to.
You get 30 seconds. So some pressure being applied here by Academy of Central Florida. They'll pick up full court here. And Peterson getting a rest right now for the Crew. Good find underneath there.
Great pass, because with his eyes, he was passing to the wing.
I'm not sure he wasn't fouled there. Oh. Wow.
Foul on number 5, Ravina Akizi Jr. his second.
Talk to me like a man. Like a
To the free throw line.
You have questions, I'll have
Hallelujah.
answers. Okay,
The two shots.
I'm not on that end. I am on this end, but now I'll be on your end. I can help you out.
Nico, Mazzi, Nico.
63-50. I think if you're Academy, you got to be careful here. Not to let this league get extended any further than what it is.
It should if Prolific does what they're supposed to do. We don't get back to this. This is my turn to shoot it.
Right.
I think that's what made it more of a game than it needed to be at this point. I think Nico had like two or three threes, and Obizi took a couple. And
Winters Grady. Another knockdown for three for him. High screen coming. Shane.
Great 10, come behind. Bonus. Black 5 to shooter. Great foul. 10.
Fouls on number 10. Mozzie Mosley is first. We are getting a bonus. Shane Cherry to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Two shots coming up here for the Golden Bulls.
Step up towards the shooter. Nico, step backwards.
66-52. Mozzie. Rattles in and out there. Marte into the front court. He gets right to work. Somehow gets that one to go.
really crafty.
Good decision. We got about a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. 7. Gonna have to make something happen. That'd be a shot clock violation.
Shot clock violation. Golden Bulls.
Yeah, you said it just a second ago, about 2 second
Yeah,
differential.
it's about
so
2.5 seconds.
So they probably will at least add a second. So they'll add 1.2.
The ball was located above the top of the key. Ball should be about it near half court, though. I don't know why it's been taken out baseline, but not an official. Oh, nearly makes that one. 66-54.
After 3.
All right, now listen, before getting over some numbers here, I just want to talk about this next matchup we got coming up as we get ready for this fourth quarter. We got a matchup between Winston-Salem, Utah Prep. Big Cliff, talk to me, man. Which way you leaning?
I love what Winston-Salem, what they do. It's going to be interesting because JJ's playing really well for Utah. AJ, however, is excellent making plays with the ball, and the success that Winston-Salem typically has is when they play against people who don't have multiple ball handlers. So they take the ball away from you by getting it out of the hand of the guy that you want to have it, and then they force it into the hands of a guy who either physically can't handle the pressure or mentally can't handle the pressure. If you take the ball out of JJ's hand, you're basically giving it to AJ. He wants all the smoke.
Right.
If you blitz him and take it out of his hand and throw it to JJ, he absolutely can handle it. So I don't know how, and then I told you my biggest concern with Winston-Salem the whole year has been they go through these huge lulls when they can't score the ball, when they don't score. And then they don't really have a guy that is their guy. In addition to that, they're prone to make knee plays sometimes too. Run, stick their head under the basket and toss it up at the rim and kind of hope that it works out, and you can't win that way.
Into the fourth court. Peterson back into the game here. Winters Grady takes the DOH for him, and some miscommunication there, and Marte touches it as it was going out of bounds, and it'll stay with the crew. Fortunate break there for Prolific. Nico. Yes. Good shot there from Nico. 69-54.
Yep.
Cherry.
A little negative step there to get him back into the lane. Almost blocked by Peterson too. It's a very tough shot made by Cherry.
(69-56). Shane looking to go. Man, moving screen.
Foul on number 33.
Simon's got to stop and let
third.
Let Cherry do some of the work. You can't do everything. You're running around head hunting guys. You're going to get rung up.
See the coach of the year barking out instructions there. Third year in a row, too, for him being coach of the year. Lose one game over 3 seasons. Those type of things tend to happen. Bina, easy.
Another great pass. Kind of a look off there from Peterson. He wanted to just go straight up and dunk that. But he kind of got a push there to prevent it.
Peterson, nice little hezzy. And he'll get fouled. What's the numbers for Peterson right now?
Fouls on number
He's got 13.
Simon Guy.
Yeah, 13.
Third team foul.
What's the rest? Rebounds and assists?
13, 4, 6. 6 assists.
So we got something off the ball.
Guy's got 6 fouls, I believe.
So Bina and Guy Simon both pick up technical fouls.
We have a double technical foul on number 5, Obi Akizi. That is his third personal foul. And the foul on Simon Guy is 6.
So he fouls out of the game on the technical.
Peterson to the line to shoot 2.
Wow. The Simon night is done. It's a kid that has the record, single game record for scoring, 61.
Fouls on number 3, Rajon Robinson first. Second team foul.
AJ, Brody seems to think he can get that record.
He's going to go for 62. Seeing him and Willie going one-on-one over there.
That's who you want to learn from. Willie knows how to get that thing off.
Winters. So illegal screen called against Obinia Akizi.
Obinia Akizi, his 5th.
So that's 5 for him.
3rd team foul.
Off the foot of Justin there. (71-56), under 7 minutes to go here in this ball game. Grady over to Nico. Nico scanning the floor. DP called for that lob, didn't get it.
Aaron Peterson.
Man, so much in that bag, man.
Yeah.
Block there. Hey, calling out the play here. Shot.
Great shot.
Martin.
Great contest. Great shot.
That's left hand. And turns his body.
Fouls on number 3, Rajon Roberts, his 2nd. 4th team foul. Shane Cherry, shooting 2.
First free throw's good. One of 2. 73-60. Concealed by somebody there to open up the lane for Rajon to finish there.
And nothing aggressive either. Just a simple screen off.
Marte, despite the score, he continues to ball out, man.
42 combined from Barnes and his backcourt mate, Cherry.
There's Winters Grady. Numbers here for the Golden Bulls. I was going to say that would have cut it under 10 there.
It's going to be free throws as well.
Fouls on number 11, Pete Luchek, his 4th. 5th team foul. 7, Spurlock to the line for 2.
Good job, Spurlock.
A guy walking in here, if he went the offensive line for a tackle, my goodness.
Exactly, yeah. Looks like
found the only guy they could bang with. Arifon just walked in.
6'8" Chris Stapleton or something.
77-63, all crew here in this one. Really been in control pretty much from the start. It's been maybe interesting a few moments out of the game. This kid, man, he's been impressive here today. He's just been super aggressive.
Ready 15. Ready 15. Hit. Headshot.
And we always talk about Glass. Kid's just a sophomore.
His fourth. 15th foul, Marte Barnes, shooting 2.
Pressure here by Academy in Central Florida. It's going to be a turnover. Justin. Look away, and Nico with that rebound. Been Kesey back into the game here for the Crew. VP snaking that one. Oh, that was textbook. And the +1. I'd love to see that replay there. My goodness. Take away the angle of the defender where he has zero chance to recover. And now the help's got to rotate, and there you go. Easy 2.
Peterson's 7th assist.
Watch this, just snaking. There's no chance for the defense to recover. And throw it down, big fella.
5 fouls on.
Good to go on the free throw, too.
He looked like the Naismith Player of the Year on that play.
Well, listen, I'm not even going to say it on there. I can't say it. But our PA announcer's been on point today. Let me just say that. Shout out to CJ.
Woo! Nico Woo! From Winters Grading.
That was the best non-dunk alley-hoop I've seen in a while.
Great shot, man.
Good job. Way to compete for this team, man. Shane Cherry, I know they're down and backs against the wall, but they've just got to play here. And Obina, he'll foul out with 3:41 to go here.
By Shane Cherry, he'll go to the stripe for 1.
And to make that over Akezi as well, and to have to put that English off the glass.
Step up the line. Up
that lob, Nico.
Pinch, pinch, Darren, pinch.
After that last miss, too, Central Florida just 5 of 14 from the line as a team.
Blocked by somebody, but loose ball going to go right back to Academy of Central Florida. DP throwing it down.
Darren Peterson.
84-66.
Peterson with 19 after that last dunk.
Come on, Win. A little bit over, Darren. Middle, Darren. Help me. Up. Money.
So it'll be this could be a foul on Shambadi.
Fouls on number 15, Emmanuel Shambadi. That is his 5th.
Had him locked up.
Shots, I
Double bonus,
believe,
is that
yeah.
his- We're good? You got it.
Number 13, Ronnie Kuchu, to the free throw line to shoot 2 after the prolific timeout.
So we got a timeout taken by the Crew, 84-66. It looks like they have all but punched their ticket to Kansas for next week, so that'll be exciting for the Lawrence, Kansas fans. I'm sure they'll come out and support DP as they try to make a run here, and what's left to be settled is the last spot. And And that last spot is going to be a matchup between Winston-Salem and Utah Prep.
I think this is a great example of how Prolific can win in any way. Without Peterson having just a monster game, we got a very balanced attack.
I'll tell you, Cullen, that was my concern coming into this, and I was telling Ryan, there's been a handful of games or a few more where he's had to put that cape on and be Superman. So to see the balanced attack for the crew, it's kind of what you want to see, because you know DP can take over a game at any time if you need him to. But to get contribution from multiple guys is a great sign for the crew moving forward.
4 guys in double figures.
Yep.
Led by Peterson with 19. Akizi right behind him with 18.
So 2-2 at the line there. It's a layup for
It
Winters
is
Grady.
Winters time. Winters Grady for 2.
You're in pressure, you got to make them pay.
That was 16 for Grady.
There's DP into front court. Good block. So DP probably done for the night. He checks out 7. Really good ball game as well. And I can't wait for next week. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. We get to see the girls, too. We hadn't said much about it. We get to see Chance Berry. It's been a while since we've seen her play.
Yes.
Bella Hines, we get to see her play.
You got it. Okay. Hold this challenge. Go to your bench.
Fort Erie, they're a great team. All right, let's talk about it. Let's give the women some love here. Jess, how you feeling about the matchups next week in Kansas on the women's side? We'll have a play-in game between Hamilton and Albuquerque to start things off. I think it is a toss-up. I think the seeding for Royal Crown is a little low. They're the number 6 seed. And there's a replay here that we're taking a look at. Yeah, let's run it back here, Chris. DME the favorite on the women's side of things with Gigi Battle. How your name gonna be Gigi and not be a hooper? She's
Yeah.
about that smoke, man. Altar competitor.
While we're waiting, AJ, I'll give you some quick ones here.
Yeah.
Grind session this year for McDonald's All-Americans. Of course, Peterson and Nico from Prolific, Debonsa from Utah Prep, Mikkel Brown from DME.
All four are going to play next week.
All
four are going to play next week.
Prolific's had 14 McDonald's All-Americans in their 11-year history, 3rd most all time in the history of the high school basketball.
$87-68, 1:55 to go here in this ball game. Mozzie, Winters, and shot clock violation. Cherry. Over to Barnes. Barnes split it.
Black 10. Great 10. Great 10. Hit.
Fouls on number 10, Mozzie Mosley, his second.
The game to follow, Winston-Salem, Utah Prep.
Marte Barnes shooting 2.
Barnes has been great in this tournament, 27 already, make it 28 in this one.
Fouls on number 5, Shane Cherry,
Okay, wait for the second. I'll get you.
his third. In the bonus,
All right, we got to move this game along.
Rajon Roberts shooting 2.
First free throw's good. Hey, Jess. Step ahead and nose if that food's close. Jump body checks out of the game. Alisson. Love the broad prospect, but man, he's going to be good. Sophomore, number 35 for the Crew. Great upside. And right on cue.
Yeah.
Come on. Listen, Alisson, I have to get that man lunch. He just made me look very smart.
Well, and I just
brag on him in his first play of the game. He makes
Get it.
He makes an impact.
Well, and what you can tell is that's coaching as well. It's vertical on that block right there, both hands, both vertical, all ball, as the ref just said.
If you want an explanation, number 17. Ref number 17 is going to give it to you.
Yep.
He's going to explain it in detail. He's going to eliminate any questions you may have any further
That's
beyond
Scott
his
Van
statement.
Pelt. He can't confuse me.
He's just missing the glasses, man.
Yeah, that's all
They're
it
in the
is.
back.
I know Scott Van Pelt when I see him.
Fouls on number 35, Alisson Decore, his first.
I knew I heard that earlier. It almost made me say it. LeBron James. Everybody remembers that meme,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
I don't know why it's so funny, but it is.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
Not as much of a classic as "Can I pet that dog?"
That's right. That was our theme of the season last year. Then to go here on the shot clock, Rajon Roberts. Good block there. He's going to stay with the Crew with 2 seconds to go on the shot clock. A bucket.
Or shot. Pacharuchu.
Ryan's moving it 10-0. It's the coach here on the grind session in tournament play.
Onyx Baez.
Alasan. The stick back.
He's next, right?
95-74. Think about it. Front
Next
court
up.
with him, Obina Akizi, moving forward down the road. That could be talking about one of the best front courts in the country. You got John Body coming back next season. They got some dudes, man.
Always.
Think about the young guys like Gabe Naismith, sophomore as well.
See you guys in Kansas.
Congratulations to
96-74. We'll have an interview with the player of the game coming up. This is the grind session.
Academy at 6:15 Saturday night in Lawrence, Kansas, in the grind session World Championship Final 4.
While we're waiting on the player of the game, I'll give you some stats real quick.
Back-to-back champs.
4 players in double figures, 4 prolific. Winners Brady with 16, Bundalo with 14, Akizi with 18. On 7 of 8 from the field, so very efficient. One of those was a 3 as well. The big man could step back and shoot it. Peterson, 19 and 7, 7 assists for Peterson in the winning effort. As a team, 33 of 73 from the field. And AJ looks like he's going to be joined by the entire crew from Napa Valley. AJ.
All right, here with Player of the Year, man. Listen, it's surviving van season. What's the thought process as you guys get ready for Kansas? I know you love playing with these guys, man. How happy are you to get this win and move on?
Super happy. Our goal is just to keep winning, win the rest of the year. We got to win this championship, and hopefully we win Chipotle.
I know we had our banquet this weekend. I know you were excited, not for yourself for the awards you won, but for your coach. What has Ryan and this staff meant for you and your teammates this season?
Me and Coach Ryan got a great relationship, you know, since I got here. He told me what he seen for me, and it was like what I seen for myself, and he kept his word. And off court, he's just not my guy now. You know, when someone honest with you, build a relationship with him, so that's my guy.
All right, man, we're going to see you in Kansas next weekend. Safe travels, man. We'll see them prolific. Listen, they're the 3rd team to punch their ticket. We got one more game. Who's going to get that final spot? We're about to find out. This is the grind session.